The Swords Masters Path event is getting underway, which means you guys are going to be getting your hands on Leonardo. Luckily for you, I've had him for quite some time. That's not a brag, but I've gotten to play with him. I've gotten to know him. I want to give you guys a couple of builds here and show off some of the best uses that I've found for Leonardo so far in my experience with him. We're also going to be pulling for Leo probably tomorrow and maybe even getting that 5-star soul here on my account, getting him unlocked for some other players. It's going to be a good time. So make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe for that. And before we even hop into the video, let me quickly remind you how you can start your account with a free legendary and some of the best epics in the game. Before you click the link down there in the description, log out of your Player and Play account, then click the link in the description. It'll take you to this page. Create a brand new account with a brand new email, and then complete the tutorial, and then go to your inbox and your free legendary champion will be waiting for you in there, and then you'll get your free epics as you level up your account. Now, I don't think we need to talk a ton about his kit because you guys are going to be getting it, but I'll quickly give you guys my rundown. We've also talked about this a lot in numerous videos, so make sure you guys check that out. He's got defense in all battles, which is beautiful. His hero and half shell ability, or passive skill rather, is so good. When he drops below 50% HP, he's gonna get a stone skin buff. Whenever they attack, he's gonna join them also. Whenever Leonardo, Donatello, Michelangelo, and Raphael, they all have this, so they're all attacking together. On his A3, Turtles Together, level 5. Attacks all enemies. Damage inflicted by this skill increases by 5% for each buff on all allies and enemies. So more damage for each buff. Removes all buffs from all enemies. If this attack kills an enemy, can't be resisted. And then also, like if you have other turtles with them, it'll ignore 15% defense for each of the turtles on the team if you have one of them. If you have 2, increases the damage dealt in proportion to the champion's missing HP. If 3, activates a skill whenever an ally's HP drops below 50%. Occurs once per skill. So just absolutely nastiness. And then Shell Yeah! He's got places 60% increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns, and then 50% ally protection for all allies on except for himself for 2 turns. Also places unkillable and counterattack on him for 2 turns. It's nasty. On the A1, he attacks one enemy 2 times. When counterattacking, will repeat this attack against a random enemy. So he's gonna hit 2 enemies 2 times when he's counterattacking. We'll ignore 3% of the defense for each buff up to 15%. I have him in Heaven Crest. I was able to get a 1-star soul on him. Obviously, I'm going to be going for the 5-star, especially getting like that crit damage. The defense is going to be nice. One thing to note, all of his skills are defense based. So something a little bit different there. So Heaven Crest is going to be really nice. When you get up a little bit higher, I like to wait for 6-star just based on some of the feedbacks I've seen, but Crushing Ren is really nasty. Ignores percentage of the target's defense, 1% for every 10 levels. If you do it at 5, it's 1% for every 5 level or 25 levels, so it's not that effective, but Heaven Crest is a pretty nice one to have on him. As far as the masteries, I went with like kind of a nuker build here. I want him having the ability to counterattack when he loses his HP, or when our allies are getting crowd control stuff on him. I want more ignore defense on him here, more damage. I wanted more damage on the first hit. So just kind of all that stuff, 30% chance of decrease in skills, just stuff that's gonna allow me to hit harder with our Leonardo. Obviously crit rate, crit damage, always good. And then hitting through shields, solid. So you can use this guy pretty much everywhere. You can use them PvE, PvP. I've been using them all around, and we got a couple of builds that are going to work in these places. You guys have probably seen my main build here. This is kind of like a hybrid PvP, PvE build. It's a 4-piece stone skin build here, which works really nice. And then 4-piece of any ignore set. You can run the Savage in here, which I have Savage. Savage works really incredible for this. You could run Lethal in here, which gives you that little bit of crit rate. For me, I had to go with Savage to make it work. If you need to, you can go with Instinct. It's only 20%, but you do get that more speed in there. As far as like what I'm running on here, we got defense, with a little bit of speed there. I wish I was a double roll into speed. I wish he was a little bit faster, but it's okay. Crit damage, obviously on the amulet there. And then a ring with defense and defense percent rolls. For the gloves, we want to go crit damage. You could even go crit damage over here, but I'm out of the sands to re-roll that. But 20% defense is really nice along with the defense rolls there. We have defense with a speed base. Again, just really nasty. I would like to re-roll this, but I'm up to like my 7th time re-rolling it, and I just don't have enough to do it. Yeah. So I'm trying to get something better on there. It's just not working out for me, unfortunately. And then here's what everything else is looking like. A couple of lucky rolls to make this build work, like triple rolls onto the stone skins is nasty. But this is like my PvP build. We got him almost 7,000 defense, which is nasty. 233 on the speed. Oh, wait a second. Why don't we have him at full? I don't think this banner is right. I think I had him in a Slayer banner. I think I had him in this. Yeah, to make it work. I forgot to change that back over. My bad. I was messing with other stuff. Yeah, he should be in the Slayer banner. That's just to get my crit rate capped out at 100%. So that's why I had to do that. That's the stats now. We don't really need accuracy. Not really. We don't need any accuracy on this kit, so we don't have to worry about that. As far as like relics, I think Maleficent Talon is incredible. A lot of people are going to have access to it. They can go like, I don't know. I guess it kind of depends on what your account, but a lot of people are going to have Maleficent Talent. And so I ran with this, just kind of show him off here. So this is like my PvP, like kind of hybrid build here. But I also have another build that I'd like to show you guys. And this build is going to be straight up 6-piece Merciless. With the 6-piece Merciless, we can get in there. We can get that 35% ignore defense. Now, he doesn't benefit from those attack percents, but also 30% chance of decrease in a random skill's cooldown is going to be nice. You get the speed bonuses in there, the extra crit damage. But you could also just split, like if you're not able to get like 6-piece Merciless, you could also just go with a 4-piece Savage, 4-piece Lethal, just whatever kind of ignore defense set you can have on him. Now for this one, it is a little bit weaker in my opinion, but it's a little bit faster. 6K on the defense, 235 on the speed, 302 still on the crit damage. So everything's good there. As far as like the pieces I went with here, crit damage, crit rate to make this work. We have defense chest. This is actually normally on my Titus. So we're going to be swapping that in and out. Got some nice immortal boots here with a max glyph roll on it. So I wanted to use these and then just kind of enough Merciless to make this work. I did have a nice little Merciless ring here to make that work. Crit damage, crit damage. I think that's the same amulet also. And then a defense. Okay, so that's where the other one, that was on the other build. I forgot to switch that over. But this one's, I feel like it might be more accessible. It's hard to kind of do those split sets like on a mid account, especially getting the accessories, like getting the right stone skin accessories. I feel like stone skin's actually more accessible these days. But honestly, like in my opinion, I think this is a safe way to go. I kind of like, if I had to choose between the two, we can kind of compare and contrast here. Like if we try this on, and then we try this on, although we have to swap the banner. Let's see, let's put preset manager off. We got to go with this banner here, try that on. We can see the difference here and a little bit more survivability in the Merciless. This Merciless are going to be on the left, but we get more defense. I guess defense is kind of survivability. Again, more speed, and then we get just a little bit more crit damage. But I like this build a lot, especially when I'm going in the arena and using him. Having stone skin in the arena is almost a must these days. As far as where you're going to be using him, where aren't you going to be? You can use him pretty much everywhere. If you're missing like that damage dealer on your account, he was able to clear all of the different dungeons for me. I showed that off in a video previously. Actually, for the first time ever, I was actually able to clear Fire Knight Hard 10 running the turtles here. And honestly, we could probably go with instead of a Donnie lead, we could probably go with a Leo lead here. Let's swap that around. That way we get more defense, and then let's put Donnie kind of in the back here, and it just kind of works out. Like especially like on the round ones and stuff, round 1, round 2, we turn all their skills off. We don't need it. We just don't need it. So we just kind of work through there, and then we're gonna lead with that. And then let's see, this is gonna go here, just showing you guys kind of what this is looking like. I guess we'll just lead A1 here, but we could just turn all this off because we're going to have all of the ally attacking during the first couple waves there. So this is what I really like for me, for Fire Knight. Like these guys are insane for Fire Knight. So let's go ahead. Let's show you guys that. I guess we got it on Super Raid, but I should have made sure everyone has gear. Hopefully everyone has gear. I guess we'll see if it fails, if everyone has gear, but you can kind of just see. So I'm going to metamorph her over so she can start stunning. And then the turtles, they're just going to ally attack. And again, we don't need anything besides their basic skills to kind of get through these waves. It's just going to work out for us, especially with the stun from Mikage. They're just going to get through. So let's let them get through, and I'll show you guys how the Fire Knight looks once they get to him. All right, I had to restart it because Raph wasn't fully geared, and neither was Mike, because I was picking. Yeah, my merciless is thin pickings here. But you can see, like, we don't need the skills because they're just gonna crush right on through this wave. And you know, I think I forgot to even update Mikage. By the time we get to the Fire Knight, I don't think Mikage takes enough turns to actually transform back. So we might actually miss out here. We might need to just Mikage to stay in the base form, to be honest here. I forgot, like, when I was running this, how OP it ended up being. Like, I was originally running Elva with this. Yeah, see, like, we have Mikage in this form, and she's kind of just stuck here. All right, so let's see, like, we're just gonna survive through Fire Knight here, which is really, really great. And then these guys will just obviously do their ally attacks here, and we'll just get right on through there. But yeah, we definitely need Mikage, like, kind of in the first form. Because it's just kind of nasty. There we go. There we go. She's gonna transform now. So we get to him like kind of like too fast almost. It's kind of wild to think about, but eventually they're just gonna keep working. They're gonna keep ally attacking, and like I was able to run this to get through it for the Marius missions without any question. So for the turtles, like this has definitely been my favorite part. Like they're running merciless, Don's in protection. Tons of videos on the channel if you haven't seen them on this. It just runs so well through here. I think this is gonna be like, this is the way to go for me. Like, I don't think they're like super highly rated on Fire Knight, but when you get all of the turtles working together, it's just so nasty. You could even probably even take out one of the turtles and run like a Farrakhan the Fat. But I think with like the ally attack, there's no need to do that. You see, like the turtles just crush right on through here. They're so nasty, man. So nasty. And you could see, I mean, 245 for a Fire Knight hard 10 run is not bad at all. So that's definitely been like my favorite spot to use all the turtles, but adding Leo is definitely a big thing. Like you can see there, almost 3 million damage. I mean, look at Mike and Raph too. I mean, they just deal so much damage. I even see people running them in Hydra, which I kind of want to mess around with that a little bit more, like putting a turtles team, like maybe from like my second or third team. But I haven't really messed with that a lot. Instead, let's go mess in the live arena. Oh wait, it's not open yet. I thought the timing was right. All right, I'll be back in 6 minutes.
A few moments later.
All right, so let's run some turtles in the live arena. Let's go with Empress so we can like strip some stone skin, put some debuffs on. We're not gonna run all the turtles. I think that's overkill, but I love Donnie and Leo, that combination in the arena. I think it is incredible. I think it's a really nice combination, excuse me. He goes Armand's Mikage, so I'm gonna go Fabian, and then kind of counter. We know Leo and Donatello are gonna be our next. He can kind of be an attacker. Leo can kind of be an attacker. Honestly, I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with Calvi here, and then we'll go into Leo and then a Donatello to finish. Like kind of just leaving it out there. I don't expect anyone picking Leonardo right now because, well, the event hasn't started and people shouldn't have him. A lot of people shouldn't have him, I should say. I feel like a lot of people are going to have him. I want that 5-star soul for him so bad. So let's put these two guys in here. And this is where I really like him in the live arena when things go my way. That's always the sketchy thing. Who are we banning here? Mikage? Am I afraid of Mikage? I don't think so. She seems kind of annoying. Armand's is definitely super annoying. Can we outspeed is the question. No, we don't really have a speed lead. We'll go with Calvalex. My Donatello probably should be in a stone skin also, but I get him in full 9-piece protection. I don't know. Is he fast enough? I think that's the big question here. I think he's like 320 to 325-ish in a 9-piece protection, which is okay. Just not the best. All right. I mean, we get first. So we'll get the heal to strengthen all that kind of good stuff. We'll do this. He's got stone skin on He-Man. Let's just go ahead and let's just take that off. We don't want that in there anymore. All right, she's gonna get a turn. I was hoping Leo would go next, but that's okay. Ooh, the fear got you. Mikage is probably gonna change forms here. Oh no, Imperial Dance, really? That's what we're doing is Imperial Dancing, huh? Let's do this. Still no turn for Leo here. Okay, well there we go. Ally attack there. And then let's just attack all enemies. We got lots of buffs. Sure, let's just try to get everyone taken out here. Okay, nice. We should be able to win. Not bad, not bad. I didn't mind that. But yeah, hopefully this will help you guys out when you're building Leonardo, when you're getting him here today. Come back tomorrow, we'll pull him on a couple accounts. Maybe we'll go for the soul. Oh man, I can't wait. It's just such a fun champion, such a fun like collaboration. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you on the next one.